Rebecca's asking this. She wants advice for newbie writers, specifically women, BIPOC over 50. How do we get our stories seen? So Felicity, I'm going to throw that one to you.
There was another question earlier that I noticed that was about contests and about it reflecting the market as is. It does a bit. I mean, not totally, but they do a bit. And that's because contests, and there's a thing about zeitgeist and kind of what the world is feeling. It's that whenever you think that we're not connected, ideas really show us that we are. When people keep coming on with the same stuff at the same time, like, how does that happen? You know, I mean, we're all being fed something at the same time. So I feel like there is a marketplace for contests, and there's also a marketplace for writers. And right now, being a woman is a great time to be a woman. Being a person of color, it is a great time to be a person of color. So this is the time for you. I know there's, you know, some people might say, I don't want that to be the thing that I'm defined by. And I'm like, get on it. Use everything you've got. You know, this is hard enough, you know. So if you have something that they're looking for you, they're looking for your story. So again, you need to make sure you're write every day, enter contests. Like the ISA has 4 free ones every year as part of your ISA Connect. Enter them every time. If you see one that says you can enter a second script for no money, enter a second script. I was talking to Reggie, our outreach person, and we were talking about idea creation. Do that. So I mean, like every week, I don't know, commit to writing 10 new log lines of, sorry, this light gets weird in my apartment at this moment. So I'm sorry, I'm slightly dappled. So write ideas for 10 log lines a week. So you start thinking about ideas. So if you got into a room and you kind of like, I would also be writing those query letters right now, because you'd be going, okay, I know this is what you're, this is my brand. So you talk about the stories you tell as a person of color and a woman and of a certain age, a second career, having done this, you know, something that tells them that you have had a life outside of just being a screenwriter. So you have life experience, which means you'll be great in a room, you'll be authentic as a writer, as a person. You might be in a writer's room, you'll be working with a team of other people, so you don't even need to have all the answers, you know. But the fact is, you might be the authentic voice for that character, which might be the lead character in the show. So I think whatever you can do to kind of jump on this train and really exploit the hell out of it. I know it must seem difficult, but there's that weird thing about time anyway, isn't it? We have this idea that you're running out of it, and that you're only allowed to do things for a certain time. Now, if you're going to play Juliet, yes, that's correct, in Romeo and Juliet. But I mean, at least when you're a writer, you're allowed to be any age. And actually that experience, that life experience really helps. One quick story, Elaine Lowe, who is now writing on Dynasty, she came to us through a table read contest. She's one of our ISA development slate, the top 25 screenwriters to watch. She got a job on Gossip Girl because she used to, as her side hustle, teach children, posh children, maths in Beverly Hills homes. So basically that was her side hustle. She got on HBO Access, which we've talked about fellowships and stuff like that. Apply for those too. Actually, yes, really go for the fellowships because actually they're looking for women and people of color too. So do that. You must apply for that. Just set it out on your calendar and write down the dates and get yourself ready. You know, make it your business to do it. But anyway, Elaine, she was in a writer's room. She was going for like having general meetings about what she was going to do after winning a fellowship. And they talked about her other life, and she said how she was a tutor to these kids in Beverly Hills, and they were like, well, Gossip Girl, and it was just such a perfect marriage. So your life before being a screenwriter is actually incredibly valuable to you. Larry, I'm just going to do one last thing. Larry Coleman is a person of color who is also over 50. I hope you don't mind me, Larry, kind of outing you like that.
He's on this call.
I know, I've seen him. He's also on the ISA development slate. He's also an ISA screenwriter to watch. He used to work in social services and be in social care, and his stories are about those ideas. And he has a unique perspective on telling some very sensitive and intimate stories because of his real life experience. He asks, does it matter that he writes in different genres? I'm just going to answer you now, Larry, and say to everyone, no, it does not. Genre is absolutely agnostic. You can be fine on your genres. You just have to have a brand. Your brand is the stories you like to tell, the characters you fall in love with. They tend to be, the story itself tends to be probably something that's happened to you in your life. You'll realize that you keep coming back to these stories, but that is your brand. The fact that you can say, I can do this in science fiction, I can do it as a romance, is a great thing. The thing that will be consistent is the quality of your voice, the unique perspective you have, and your ability to tell the stories that you can tell. And now I will shut up. I'm sorry, that was very long.
That was great. Thank you.